What's going on, guys? Thank you for joining this week's episode of Phenomenal Outdoors. Now today I got a new video about coyote hunting. A lot of you guys have been requesting that I do a coyote tips and tricks video, a coyote what equipment I use video, how I hunt them video, all that type of stuff. Now in my last coyote how to make a bait video, I said something about I like to bait my coyotes in. I'm gonna talk real briefly on why I like to do that, and then I'm gonna show you what how I really bait them in instead of just using that little bait that I showed you guys how to make. That was just a quick bait that I learned in the past how to make out of household items, but that's not what I use all the time. You know, when you're deer hunting, sometimes there's a new product out that you want to try. You try it and you might like it, you might not, but that's not what you use all the time. You might always have feeding corn out or something like that. That's what you use all the time. So this is what I usually use all the time. It's real cheap to make, it's real easy to do. That was just a bait I showed you guys how to make. I tried in the past and they dominated it. So real quick, I'm gonna talk why I like to bait my coyotes in. I talked a little bit about this in the last video, so I'm gonna talk a little bit more about it and hopefully go in, more into depth. Now, I do not have my tripod on me today. I lost my little GoPro tripod, and I had to walk with all this stuff on my back out here. My mower wouldn't start, so I couldn't drive out here, so I just strapped it onto my back. I had way too much on my back to carry my big tripod. I was not about to do that. I am lazy. I am weak. It's not happening today. So, I like to bait my coyotes in. You can see same area that I coyote hunt. I got a tree stand behind me. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. Haven't took my tree stands down yet, but I usually like to bait them in right here. But right here is the tree I usually have my trail camera on, and at the corner of this cornfield is where I usually lay my bait, because they usually come from that side. Doesn't matter which way the wind's blowing, they come from that corner back there. And I like to bait them in. One reason I like to bait them in is because on every side of this on this property, even my neighbor, we have farmers, and most of them farmers have livestock and all that stuff. And during this time of the year, when it's about to be spring is prime time coyote season. You know, coyote season is in most states is year round. You don't even need a license to hunt them. But spring is mating season for coyotes. Matter of fact, I'm looking at some coyote trap right now. So spring is mating season for coyotes, and when that time comes, they are after food. They are after food, which means they're going to be killing anything that walks. They're going to be killing chicken. They're going to be killing cows. They're going to be killing pigs. They're going to be killing sheep, anything. And most of these farms around me have been having problems with coyotes. So I like to bait them in as much as I can, let them know there's food in this area, and that keeps their minds off of the animals, because they don't have to hunt. They don't have to chase anything down. They just come here and they eat, just like a deer. When you have feeding corn out, it's not going to go, you know, to a cornfield and eat. Most of the time it's going to come where the corn is already freshly picked. It's already in the pile. It's easy to get to. It's convenient. It's all that good stuff. Same thing with coyotes. Now, I said in my last video, once coyotes find something, it's gone. They will devour anything. So right now I'm about to lay out a bunch of dog food that's, you know, just like feeding corn. You know, you just make a big pile of dog food, and I got a little bit of meat. You guys probably seen I was buying meat, and that's just because it was on sale. I usually don't use meat. I usually just use dog food. But a little bit of chunked ham. I got 2 things of that, and there's I don't even know what this is. Pork loin. I got 1 pack of that just because it's $1. It was on sale for $1. It's probably rotten or something. I don't care. It was so cheap, so I'm just gonna throw some meat into it. I got 2 15-pound bags of dog food. You guys can probably see that. One of them's busted. It busted on the way down here, so half that bag's probably gone. And then I bought a pack that was on sale of 20 of these little Apollo dog food cans, and each one of them is a different flavor. So this is a filet, I don't even know, something and bacon flavor. There's some down here that are tuna, there's some that are beef, there's some that are shrimp. This is roasted chicken and top sirloin flavor. They're all a different flavor, and they're all, you know, they all have a scent to them. That's usually what I put in with the dog food to give it a stronger scent. You know, most of them canned dog foods have gravy in them, and that gravy holds the scent. So I'm gonna get all this down. I'm gonna So I just seen some. Make the pile of coyote bait and whatever. Then I'll get back with you. Another thing I wanted to mention is I don't always bait my coyotes. When deer season is here, my coyote hunting is over. I don't hunt coyotes the whole time during deer season. I hunt coyotes after season. And the reason being is because my goal every year is to get enough coyotes after season that when deer season gets here, I don't have to worry about coyotes. And with that being said, deer usually don't use this part of the property until deer season, and that's only because I make it that way. I make it happen. I use corn, I make mock scrapes, anything I have to do to bring the deer into this area. Deer usually do not use this side of the property. We had to make it that way. So right now, since deer season is over, I really haven't had many deer photos, deer videos, or anything on trail camera. So I really don't think they're using this side of the property much. So hopefully all the deer are on the other end of the property, and I'm gonna do my coyote bait and coyote hunting down here, and it's not gonna spook any deer because they're not using this side of the property. It's like that every year during deer season. This side gets destroyed with deer, but we make it that way. We use feeders, we use mock scrapes, we use anything we can, scents, whatever, because this is the only private property I have permission to hunt. Fortunately for me, it's right behind my house and it's easy to get to, but you have to make it that way because you can see it's all field. It's all field. There's a bunch of woods right here. There's a bunch of woods right here, but that's owned by somebody else that does not own this property, so we're not allowed to hunt them woods. Any deer that comes out of them woods, I've said it before, we can shoot the deer that come out of them woods, but we can't shoot, you know, I can have a tree stand right here and see a deer right behind me, but I'm not going to shoot it. I'm one of them people that like to follow the rules when I hunt. I just don't agree with poachers and all that stuff. But anyways, I'm going to stop the talking. I'm talking way too fast, and I'm going to do what I got to do, and then I'll get back with you. Stay tuned. So here's the meat pile. This is what it looks like. This is usually what I use, except I usually only use dog food. You can get away with just a bag of dog food. You don't even need, you know, the canned dog food. I usually just put it in there because it keeps a stronger scent, and I'm willing to bet money that by tonight they would find this because they always walk this trail. I'm willing to bet if I come out here and check this camera tomorrow, which I am because I'm coming coyote hunting tomorrow, I'm willing to bet that this thing is destroyed. Now, like I said, when coyotes find food, if it's out like this and it's easy to get to, it's devoured in no time. So this might only last a week, maybe not even that. My goal is just to let them know, like, hey, there's food in this area, because how do I say this? Coyotes are kind of like, you know, they're dogs, they're beggars. So even if they eat all this, they're still going to come back whenever they come back, and they're going to see if there's any more food. I only put, you know, a bait pile like this out maybe once a month. Only reason I do that is because I don't want to keep feeding them and keep feeding them and keep feeding them if I'm not going to be able to hunt them every day. I'm only able to hunt coyotes maybe 2 times a week. That's about it. So I hope you guys liked this video. This was kind of just a video because a lot of you guys have been requesting to do more coyote tip videos, and this was pretty much giving you guys a tip. You guys can hunt coyotes and use dog food for bait. You don't need ham, you don't need that pork stuff I put in there, you don't even need canned dog food. I'm talking about just a bag of dog food. I got 2 of these bags right here, 2 of these 15-pound bags of cheap dog food. They were $6.49. That's all they were, and I got them at my local grocery store. I didn't have to go to Walmart, didn't have to go anywhere like that to sell name brand stuff. This is made by a company I've never even heard of before. So hope you guys like this video. I'm about to set the trail camera and I'm about to walk back home, get me some rest, and yeah, so hope you guys like this video. Hope you learned something. You can hunt coyotes. If you like to bait your coyotes, I recommend using dog food. Another thing I like to do, and this is gross but it works and it saves you a lot of money, is if you live on a country road like me, or not on a country road, but if you live out in the country and there's always a bunch of like dead raccoons and stuff in on your road, I've used roadkill for coyote bait. So it's, like I said, it's gross but it does work and it saves you a heck of a lot of money. So guys, hope you like this video. Please hit that subscribe button if you're new to my channel. We're almost to 1,000, and like I said in the past, I'm still keeping my word. Big giveaway, hunting and fishing, coming at 1,000 subscribers. and it's gonna be epic. I'm gonna try to do it big enough where I can have, you know, maybe 3 winners. We're gonna see how that goes, but hope you guys like this video. Like, comment, subscribe. New videos coming soon, and as always, thank you for joining Phenomenal Outdoors.